Prime Minister Modi kicked off day one at the World Economic Forum with his keynote speech. Indian Prime Minister emphasized on the need to fight growing divisions within societies around the world, taking a cue from this year's theme at Davos, creating a shared future in a fractured world. The Prime Minister spoke out against growing protectionism around the world. He even raised the issue of terrorism and climate change, calling on the world leaders present before him to unite on these issues. Prime Minister Modi also spoke of the reforms that his government has undertaken in India. In a strong pitch for his pet projects, Prime Minister Modi called on the top CEOs, saying that his government has removed the red tape and laid out red carpet for foreign investors. Narrating India's growth story and presenting the exciting opportunities for the global business in India at the Davos, Prime Minister Modi hosted a roundtable meeting with CEOs of the top global companies. The CEOs included Microsoft Satya Nadella, Reliance Mukesh Ambani, and Airbus CEO Dirk Hoeke.
Immemorial in India.
We
have only believed in linking people, not in breaking them, and not in dividing them. Thousands of years ago, in the first scriptures written in Sanskrit, Indian thinkers said, and which was mentioned as well by Professor Schwab in his speech a short while ago, and that is, Indian thinkers said,
Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam.
Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. This means all the world is one family. This means that all of us, we are linked together as one family. Our destiny has a common thread that links all of us. Terrorism is dangerous, but equally dangerous
good terrorist
is the artificial distinction created between good and bad terrorists. Secondly, the other serious contemporary aspect to which I wish to draw your attention, it is that educated, well-to-do youth are being radicalized and getting involved in terrorism. I hope that this forum will discuss solutions to the fault lines created by terrorism and violence and the serious challenges that we are facing today. I hope that you will be able to find solutions. Every speaker is going to say something, and that isn't really going to move us forward. A lot of changes are creating walls and barriers which have made for humanity the path to peace and prosperity not just inaccessible, but an uphill and arduous one. These fractures, these divides, these barriers, these are due to a lack of development, they are due to poverty, they are due to unemployment, they are due to a lack of opportunities, and they are also due to domination over natural and technical resources. In this context, some important questions come to mind which require some adequate answers for the legacy, for the kind of world we leave for future generations and for the future of humanity. Is our global order widening these fault lines? Is it increasing these distances? What are the powers that give preference to isolationism as opposed to harmony, which give preference to conflicts over cooperation. And what are the means that we have available to us today? What are the paths that we can follow through which we can eliminate these rifts and these distances? How can we eliminate these rifts, these distances? And how can we realize the dream of a beautiful shared future?
पीछे हटते जा रहे हैं। आर्कटिक की बर्फ पिघलती जा रही है। बहुत से द्वीप डूब रहे हैं या डूबने के कगार पर है। बहुत गर्मी और बहुत ठंड, बेहद बारिश और बाढ़ या बहुत सूखा, एक्सट्रीम वेदर का प्रभाव दिन ब दिन बढ़ रहा है। कल भी आदरणीय राष्ट्रपति जी मुझे कह रहे थे कि इस समय जो बर्फ वर्षा है ये पिछले 20 साल में देखी नहीं गई है। इन हालात में होना तो चाहिए था कि हम अपने सीमित संकुचित दायरों से निकलकर एकजुट हो जाते। लेकिन हम ईमानदारी से अपने आप को पूछे, क्या ऐसा हुआ है क्या? और अगर नहीं तो क्यों? और हम क्या कर सकते हैं? मिलकर के क्या कर सकते हैं जो इन हालात में सुधार हो? हर कोई कहता है कि कार्बन एमिशन को कम करना चाहिए, लेकिन ऐसे कितने देश या लोग हैं जो विकासशील देशों और समाजों को उपयुक्त टेक्नोलॉजी उपलब्ध कराने के लिए आवश्यक संसाधन मुहैया कराने में मदद करने के लिए आगे आते हैं।
India is the world's largest democracy. With more than 1.3 billion people, India will be the most populous country within the next decade. India's unique demographic dividend, rising tide of entrepreneurial spirit, breakthrough innovations in many sectors, and remarkable pace under your leadership, Mr. Prime Minister, of bold and structural reforms have boosted the macroeconomic fundamentals and enhanced India's long-term economic outlook and, of course, provides a great investors' opportunity. Under your leadership, Prime Minister, India is expanding its influence in a wide range of global initiatives, including the Paris Agreement, Climate Agreement, and the International Solar Alliance. India is guiding the world on how high-tech technological advancement, such as space mission, can coexist with grassroots innovation, social entrepreneurship, such as the BHIM mobile app, which is greatly advancing India's digital payment ecosystem. India's philosophy of the world is one family, Vasu Daiva Kutumbakum.
Let's listen into reactions on Prime Minister Modi's speech.
Not only to talk about India, but to talk about globalization, to talk about the larger issues on climate change, terrorism. So I think the Prime Minister has spoken as a statesman.
He also spoke about the reforms which India...
Yes, he spoke about reforms, which is true that as the world is going inward and India is globalizing, India is ready for business.
देखिए, प्रधानमंत्री जी ने बिल्कुल वर्ल्ड स्टेज पे आके जो बड़ी बात कहने की बात होती है कि भारत यहाँ है और भारत दुनिया भर की अपॉर्चुनिटी है, वो बहुत अच्छी तरह से कम्युनिकेट करी है। सो अपॉर्चुनिटी ये है कि भारत का दशक है, अगला वाला दशक।
और रिफॉर्म्स के बारे में भी बात की, चेंजेस के बारे में,
टेक्नोलॉजी की बात करें, फाइनेंशियल रिफॉर्म्स की बात करें, ट्रांसपेरेंसी की बात करें, इससे बढ़िया सरकार नहीं रही है और इससे बढ़िया भारत की स्टेट नहीं रही है दुनिया में।